Can't hear this.
Okay. Welcome to another Big Chuck podcast. Smash and like the button on my YouTube and subscribe. See y'all soon.
What's going on? We back for another one. You see everybody sitting around, everybody tired, all this goddamn rain. They got me dealing with these badass kids.
Yeah.
Erica fucking people up because they don't want to pay rent. You know what I mean? Kenny putting people on the backland and they trying to twist his knee and shit. You know what I mean? So we going through some shit in here, but thank y'all for, you know what I mean, doing what y'all do. I'ma have them introduce themselves. We gonna be talking about Smokey Robinson. God damn. We gonna be talking about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God damn. And then I'm gonna be asking questions to you, God. What's going on? Is that the new hustle? I ain't gonna say agenda yet, because you can define yourself as anything nowadays.
Of course.
But I want to know from that gender, is that the new way to get the bag? And with that being said, we're going to go into Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson is about 172 years old. Like, no bullshit.
Seasoned.
Yeah, he's seasoned.
Yeah, seasoned like a motherfucker. Like, you got to put water to get the seasoning off the pot that season he is.
Yeah.
He that Lowry.
Exactly. And you got two women that used to work for him 35 years plus ago said he SA'd them and they want $50 million. Now listen to the number. Like Shannon Sharpe. We talked about Shannon Sharpe the other day. Mm-hmm. That girl wanted $50 million. What the fuck is going on? And Smokey, man, like when Smoke 35 years ago, Smoke still be in his 50s.
Crazy.
He still be old in the motherfucker. And I'm in my 50s, but damn, 40 years ago, he's still in his 50s, late 40s.
Goosing.
And they saying he raped him, and you worked for him and kept working for him. So now, 50 years later, you want $50 million? Come on, man. Listen, black folks, man, or any folks, stop that shit, man. I know the money is fucked up. Trump fucking shit up with these tariffs. But, man, stop fucking with people's livelihoods. This nigga is 172 years old, man. He got great grandkids, man.
They ain't worried about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't think beyond. You want 50. Like, you ain't. If he's 120, you 85. Because you would have been a young tender back when he was 40. You would have been in your 20s. You know what I mean? You was a young tender. So you in your 80s now. If he 125, you know what I mean? What the fuck is you gonna do with $50 million anyway? You gonna get lipo?
You ain't even about to live to see through 50.
Like, what you gonna get?
But you know, they was able to get away with it with Bill. It just paved the way. They said they did it to Bill Cosby. Let's go ahead and keep it going.
So we doing the 50 for the 50 years. So they doing 50 for 50 years. That's basically what they're trying to say. I want 50 for 50 years ago.
It wasn't even 50 years ago. It was what, 35?
35, like 35, 40 years ago.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, if you 80, how the fuck you remember what happened in 79?
My thing is the fact that the door has even been open for people to bring charges against people, no matter how long ago it was. What happened to there being the statute of limitations?
It ain't charges. They just want the $50 million. He can't get arrested for it.
But my thing is even that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it opened the door. So when it opened the door, people now saying, oh, it don't matter, huh? They ain't gonna go to jail, but I could get that bag. Like, that's what I'm saying. That statute of limitations, it applied to the law, but it kept all of this old business off the table. Now look, it's a shit show. A whole new payday.
Kenny, you got something on that?
So I'm thinking though, like when you say the statute of limitations, okay, I agree with the statute of limitations, but is it a price on being mishandled or done wrong? Is it a statute on that?
Never, but what you waiting on, interest? Wait 35 years. The longer I wait to say something, the more I'ma get. Like,
yeah, but at the same time, it's like you got to think like emotional distress. It's no statute of limitations on emotional distress, though.
It's not. But what I'm saying is, when it happened to you, you was emotionally distressed, right? So like if you was outside and they started shooting, and you get nervous, you feel me? That's the initial trauma and how you deal with it. Fight, flight, or freeze. Those are the three things anybody's going to do. Fight, flight, or freeze. So once you go through that trauma, after thinking about it for 35 years, you can create a different narrative.
It's a time.
You had 35 years to think about it.
So you telling me it's a time frame on when you can handle something, when you feel free mentally wise in order to be able to speak on something?
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but I think it works both ways. And I feel like, okay, granted, cool, maybe this person is re-traumatized the longer they sit on it. Cool. But you mean to tell me in 35 years you haven't had a therapist or some kind of mental health support that led you to a place of feeling comfortable, safe, and confident, and all those things that happened before 35 years? Okay, so this alleged person who abused you, they deserve to have their livelihood disrupted after 35 years of what you say may have happened?
Maybe.
They don't even have an accurate account, maybe, to even defend themselves. Why 35 years, though?
Listen, it sometimes I know when I was dealing with like death, let's say with my brother, it took me 20 plus years to even come to the realization that he was never coming back again.
Which is understandable, but you're not saying I need to be compensated for my grief.
Exactly.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So cool. It took you time for you to personally get to a place where now I'm ready to talk about it. I'm ready to address and admit it happened to me.
So,
but a price tag come with it too, big one.
So let me ask you a question. If something happened to you that was detrimental to you mentally wise, what's the longest period of time that something has happened to you and it's taking you 10 plus years to get over it? Has anything ever occurred to you in your life?
Can I get in on this one? My mom died in 92 when I graduated, and I still ain't over it. I go to her grave every time I go to Pittsburgh. I ain't over it. But that's like me turning around and suing a doctor from 92, because I'm thinking about it. I think you did a malpractice. I need $50 million. I ain't never been over it. I ain't never gonna get over it. But that's like me thinking now, okay, well, I want $50 million because it's malpractice. You could have found some way to deal with her leukemia back in 92. Is what I'm saying. I had all this time to think about it. I can research it. That's like premeditated murder. You get more time for premeditated murder. So I can think about it for 35 years and find all the loopholes to come after you for $50 million.
Pause. Who can say how long it's going to take for me to feel comfortable with coming out of my shell?
But we ain't talking about you coming out your shell. We talking about you asking to be compensated for an amount that you can't even explain.
Well, that's something that somebody...
all this time later.
That's what we talking about. They ask.
A lot of times that comes through conversation.
I ain't no goddamn conversation.
Conversation is what puts the stipulations of money.
Look, Smokey Robinson don't got $50 million. How you gonna sue him for it?
Shit, he got 50.
No, he don't.
You don't think Smokey got 50?
No.
Smokey?
Look, when we get we'll come back to it. He was signed to Motown. He was Jewing all them motherfuckers. He was taking all their money.
And you don't think he had 50?
They was taking all this publishing. All their publishing.
You don't have 50?
Think about everybody that was on Motown. The only one that made buku money was Michael Jackson.
And Smokey wrote for just about everybody that was on
Michael Jackson. Why Michael Jackson had so much money?
Smokey wrote for just about everybody that was on Motown.
He wrote for Michael Jackson. But why Michael Jackson had so much money?
You telling me you don't think Smokey has 50?
Nope, I don't think he got 50 million right now. I don't. Like, who buying Motown right now? Nobody. So his checks is drying up.
I mean, I would hope not. I would hope that Smokey, his financial advisors or family, was smart enough to learn how to invest and hopefully carry it through some generations.
But I ain't saying. I'm not saying he not rich. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Smokey's broke.
I believe he got 50 though.
Think about it. 60. I'm just explaining something. In the 60s and the 70s, or matter of fact, in the 70s, he started down spiraling. He couldn't perform by himself.
You said when?
In the 70s. 70s and the 80s, he was down spiraling. He started writing. He couldn't put an album out. Smokey.
Okay.
All right. So that means he's writing. He's behind the what's it called. So I pay you to write me the song. So if I give you $20,000 to write my song, you get no publishing.
Now are you saying that for facts that you know that's when he started down spiral?
No.
Or you speculating?
I'm speculating, but this is what I'm saying. In the 70s, if he was worth $50 million, that would be worth $250 now. It was a different dollar. He never made $50 million. Never. So how is he worth 50 now? He never made $50 million back then.
I don't agree. I think he did. I think he's seen that bread.
All right.
I really do.
I feel
Temptations.
Temptations don't got. They still out touring. They don't got 50 million.
I think Smokey's seen it though.
I'm just telling you, he might have seen it, but he didn't get it.
And then we don't know what he actually tapped into along the way.
Look up Motown and look how Barry Gordy was taking all they shit.
We don't know what he was tapping into though.
He was tapped. If you signed to Motown, it don't matter what you tapped into. You signed to me. The check come to me first, and then I gotta pay you, sir.
Nah, but everything that I do don't always come through you though.
Yes, it do, because you signed to Motown.
No, what I do in my own time is what I do in my own time. That don't always come back to Motown.
No, you don't understand entertainment. If you signed to me, everything you do, I get a piece of it. I own your likeness, just like in college. That NIL, I own your likeness. You can't do a commercial. If you play for Miami University and I pay you $6 million for your NIL, you can't do nothing wearing other than Miami.
It's things right now that are in my kids' name that aren't in my name, and I'm invested in it, but it's in their name. But I'm making money off of it.
So I figured I'd go ahead and help y'all out.
Go ahead, look it up.
His current net worth is $150 million. Supposedly, he has some business endeavors over the years, as I thought. So he could be one of the few who able to go ahead and handle this situation, but I do think that this is going to finish his legacy. I don't think his legacy is going to be able to survive.
I agree.
50 million? Yeah, he not.
I agree. I agree that it's going to hurt him.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to hurt his generation.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree on that.
Yeah.
I agree on that.
Everything I think he worked for or built for his family is getting ready to just, it's going to be what could have.
It's going to clean them out, you know what I mean? Because like I said, the dollar was way different back then than it is now. Like, that's why people be like, why is Eddie Murphy still rich now? Because he was he was making 200, 300 million in the 80s. You understand what I'm saying? That dollar was a whole different dollar. He ain't never running out of money. You know what I'm saying? That's just with that. But like I said, I just don't understand people. Why are you suing a man and he's over 100? I'm just lying. He's like 85, 86, or 87.
Well, you pulled out $100 bills and you blew the dust off of it, and so that means that that tells me that you had something stashed in the attic. So why can't nobody else have nothing stashed in the attic? Because you blew.
Yeah, but
you gave me a $100 bill and you blew the dust off of it, and it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I didn't have 100 from the 70s though. That's a different 100.
But you still blew the.
But I did have small face hunters though. I did have small face hunters.
So I'm just saying, why can't he do it?
I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm just saying I don't think in his heyday he ever made 50 million back then. That's just me. You know what I mean? I'm not speaking for facts. I just don't think that under Motown he made 50 million. Like I said, over time, I never doubted that he was rich. He might have did some good business, but he didn't make 50 million from Motown. You know what I mean? I just know that because Barry Gordy was Jewing everybody. He was taking everybody money. You know what I mean? So, but why y'all going after that? I'm still lost on that. Like, I ain't trying to change the subject. Like, what made you 35 years from now sue a man? If he got 10 years, that's good. If he got 10 years left That's good. He can go at any time for $50 million. What if he go to court and die on you?
But you listen. The people gonna have to be mad at me. Y'all can't cancel me from womanhood. I have real anatomy, babes. So just be mad. But the Me Too movement, baby, look.
Is this still Me Too?
Yeah.
Baby, it's Me Too, you too, and them too.
Everybody
speak on it. Speak on it.
So at that point, this Me Too movement, it lost the genuineness behind the people who really needed somebody to find a voice for them. It created a payday for the people who want to be a pick-me. It happened to me too. All right, look. I ain't even gonna say that. Anyway,
R. Kelly.
It opened the door, is
R.
what
Kelly.
I'm saying. That Me Too movement opened the door.
R. Kelly is a little bit different.
But that opened the door for a lot of people to start throwing them numbers.
It was before R. Kelly. You got to understand.
Give me somebody that came before R that they start throwing them big numbers out there.
They went after, what's the nigga that did Def Jam? They went after him first.
Russell Simmons?
He left. He don't even live in America no more.
Russell Simmons.
They went after Russell Simmons first. He left.
With them big numbers like they did with R?
Bigger than R.
Okay.
Russell Simmons had more than R.
Definitely.
That's why he left. He no longer lives in the state. They was going after him. When they was going after them white folks, they was going after him. His name came up and he said shit. He got up and left.
As he should.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, over time, if you look at it, they attacking the rich black man. And I don't want to put, you know what I mean, a color on it, but anybody with power, they coming like that bullshit that they threw out for Jay-Z and Beyonce. They found out that shit was, but it put, because how our community is, I can't speak for no other community. Once somebody say it, 50% gonna believe it's 50% not. Because it's motherfuckers that want to hate.
People are acting scared of Jay-Z and Beyonce though.
No, but I'm not, we ain't even talking about Jay-Z. I'm just saying
But I understand.
Like if somebody came out in Hagerstown, but like, yeah, Big Chuck like little kids. Nigga be like, I knew that nigga like little kids. They gonna believe it without no merit because they want to have a flaw with it. They got a problem with it.
Everybody love a storyline.
Everybody.
And they want to believe it.
That's
everybody love a storyline, but they love it even more when they feel personal or when they can say they had a hand or they know or they front row. I knew him. I was at his shows.
Or they feel they better than, now they better than you.
Yep.
Yeah, but I ain't touch no kids though. You know what I mean? That's what the niggas say. Like, nigga, I ain't never went to jail.
That was the first thing that Dame Dash. That was the first thing Dame Dash said.
Exactly.
I hung with him, but I never did business with him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's how we as black folks, and I mean, I like everything about us, the good and the bad. But I understand how our folks is. You know what I mean? They gonna ride everything like I seen a video where it was a dude down in Florida, seagulls. He was like, this how niggas is. You seen that video?
I seen it.
It wasn't nothing out it wasn't nothing on the water. Dude said, well, when a black man get bread, he started breaking up bread, throwing it. All these motherfucking birds started coming.
Facts.
And he said, here's like, this how our community is.
Facts.
When you got bread to throw, look at all these birds. He said, now look, I ran out of bread. Them motherfuckers took off. He said, when you run out of bread, look what's left. Well, no motherfucking nothing out that bitch, and that's how our community is. Unfortunately,
black folks have a tendency to throw a spin on shit though.
When it don't benefit them,
yes,
because they'll know. Like when you brought up
it's
R.
sad
Kelly,
to say, but it's the truth.
Like everybody knew R. Kelly like little girls when he first came out. Honey Love, when he first came out, they know the nigga love little girl, but he was making. They said
that he was going back to the school, pulled up at the school, and big body.
They already knew.
They already knew.
He was married to Aaliyah. Aaliyah was what, 15?
Yeah.
When he was 14, the hottest nigga out, he was writing for Celine Dion and all them motherfuckers. Yeah. He was making the money, but then now he get to the point where he feeling himself, and they gonna bring you, like I said, when it come to money, if you don't create your own money in your own lane, they gonna bring you back. They gonna bring you back crashing. They gonna like, okay, nigga, you think you got enough? Like they doing Diddy.
So
oh,
can I
you
ask
got enough money to buy me out, huh? And you want to challenge me, huh?
Okay,
Look where he at, in
so
jail.
I know this wasn't on the agenda for today, but that goes back to Kanye now saying that Kanye is saying that he was gay. That he's gay.
He didn't say he was gay. He just said he sucked his cousin dick.
No, they actually said that he was gay.
Nah, he didn't say that. He said he did the thing, and he said that he was sucking.
I'm going to pull up the content on it.
Yeah, pull it up. He said he was sucking his cousin's dick from 8 to 14. He never. They
were saying that they think that he misspoke, but they said that he made a comment, and it sounded like he said that he's coming out that he's saying that he's gay.
Yeah, because he said that. Like, if you say you sucked your cousin's dick, they gonna think you gay. But he never said he was gay. He just said he got a song out called Cousins.
Listen, well, I'm gonna say this: the thing with putting money on horrific things that transpire in your lifetime, I think that's just a thing of the now. That's what they're doing now. Everything has to be money based. Everything is money based. Everything, especially if they know for sure or they feel quote unquote that you have money. They want to attack that because that's their way of not having to.
You talking about they like the other side?
I'm talking about women.
Oh, women.
What about women?
Women have a knack for coming out with this money thing instead of just saying I was attacked or I was abused and just letting that be that and trying to rectify the situation. It's always money attached to I was abused or I was attacked. I want some money. It ain't never just I was abused, I was attacked. I want you to go to jail and go through what I had to go through. It's a thing of money.
Well, you seem to forget that the government around us, our society, has taught us that is our way to get retribution. So when they start saying if you don't, do this or you don't do that, there is a fine, there is a fee. If you violate your neighbor, they have a right to sue. And it opened the door for everybody to understand if you wrong me, I can hit you in the pocket. That's the legal way to get revenge. So when a woman is looking like the inferior one in situations, it's okay, well, we've never really been viewed as an equal. We've always kind of been looked on, and this is a man's world. So when now a woman has the voice to say, you can't just do what the fuck you want to do to me. And while we at it, let me show you can't do what you want to do with me. Write that check.
So then I ask a question, if you don't mind. If something happened to you and you was attacked, would you tack on that dollar sign to the end of it?
Now, are you asking me this personally as me as an individual person? Boy, I'm gonna do something to you. That's me. I ain't worried. We ain't making it to court. You understand? I'm a different person. Or I believe if you do something to me, I was raised different. I got a right to defend myself. I don't care nothing about what Maryland say. And I tell my kids, you got a better chance fighting an assault charge than being the victim of anything. So I think that dollar sign is for those who are protected behind. They're not really going to go that extra mile to defend themselves. They're not going to take it there and say, hey, if I got to go ahead and sit it down because you thought because I'm a woman you could sexually assault me, but what you didn't realize is I'm probably going to go ahead and act like it's okay, and we're going to go on another date, and babe, we're not leaving together. So it all depends on what kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I dig.
Some women ain't, they're going to go to court and they're going to ask the law to defend them.
You're going to slaughter some shit.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know what would happen.
Yeah, I can dig it.
But,
I'm scared.
So I'll ask, since you asked that question, because nowadays you can define yourself as whoever. So hypothetically, if you were assaulted, how would you handle it?
That's right. Thank you. Good one.
I'm tearing nigga ass up. I'm
by a woman?
Yeah, I'm going to tear her ass up.
What do you mean? Help us.
Listen. I have been violated when I was younger by a woman, right? And I let the shit go. Right?
Did you feel player then, or did you really feel violated?
Player.
Okay, then. Go ahead now.
Today, violation.
Let me ask you. Let's just get
Violation,
straight to
because
the
everybody don't deserve this right here.
We're gonna jump to
Everybody
Chuck's
don't
scenario
deserve-
right now.
Yeah.
We go to dinner. We agree to go back for whatever. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've had a few drinks and now you're not as, on your feet as you were in the beginning of the day. I've decided now's the perfect opportunity to take advantage of my fantasy, and babe, I'm about to tickle your butt. So when you get up tomorrow when your butt a little sore, how you handling that? You gonna sue me or what? What you want
Nah,
from
I'm coming
that?
to kick down your goddamn door.
Calling the police.
I'm coming to kick down your goddamn door.
Because
The law ain't got nothing.
that don't make you feel player. There are really situations where men can feel violated.
You
So
damn
what
right.
you gonna do about that?
Listen, Denzel Washington ain't got shit on me. I'm coming to kick down your goddamn door.
Shit. Yeah, I would.
You're not gonna violate me like that.
What would you do, Chuck?
Yeah, what would you do, Big
I
Chuck?
already know what I'm.
You laid up with a young lady and you wake up.
I don't know. Big Chuck might like some shit like that.
I got an aura about myself. You can't tell your cousin. I don't know if you told your cousin. I don't know who you told.
So you ain't
they don't
suing?
tell you good?
I'm not suing nothing.
You don't want the bag?
I get the
You
bag.
just gonna deal with a sore ass?
No, I'm gonna deal with. Ain't nobody gonna tell the story. I just have the sore. I already got the sore ass. She already did it to me. So I'm gonna have to deal with that regardless. But I don't know if she filmed or nothing.
So you gonna walk around with a sore ass and then you just deal with this?
Hypothetically, ain't nobody gonna tell that story. I promise you that.
So I just feel like when it all comes down to it, at the end of the day, as a woman, I feel like they're walking away with the bag because they feel like that's the only thing they can do. You've already made a woman feel powerless by the assault, because 9 times out of 10 you're bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? There's very few scenarios where a woman is saying she's sexually assaulted by a man half her size. So it's, at the end of the day, it's coming out of that feeling like you've taken everything, my reputation, you've degraded me, you violated me. I'm no longer feeling like myself, but I'm not walking away from this empty-handed with nothing.
Right.
Can I switch it up a little bit? All right. What if you make the story up because you like the motherfucker? Hold. I know you shaking. You liked him. It was a one night stand. He ain't answering the phone. He gave you the wrong number. So you made it up. Do you think after everything go, let's say he was looking at 5 years, once they find out that you was lying, you think you should get 5 years? Because I do. I think if you knowingly made up a lie and now that person has to go, and I'm talking about women and men, because men do petty shit too. You go to court and then you defend it and then they come out as a lie. Now he gonna have to explain his daughters or his kids or his mom or something. Might have been like, damn, did he do that to the girl? Now they find out the whole thing was a lie, and then the girl, all she gotta do is say, I'm sorry.
But that's where the bag really come from.
But that's what I'm saying. So do you think if you sue me, I'm just using you because you're the only woman here. You made up a lie. You sue me for $50 million, right? When we go to court, we find out it's a lie.
Right.
Can I sue you for 50?
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's where the bag really come from. Because now that's when you supposed to be talking about defamation of character and all of that.
So you think that would be cool to man?
Absolutely. Libel, that it's illegal. You can't do that. Now, who doing business with a person after their reputation have been tainted? So yes, lost of business. Yes. So yeah, it's a I'm not saying it's a game, kind of how you mentioned earlier, not so much a hustle, but it's a thing now.
It's definitely a hustle, though.
It's a thing where now people are understanding that the only way the government is understanding us really fighting like they do and winning is in the courtroom.
Yeah, but the government make money off the whole thing, so they don't give a fuck who fighting.
They don't.
Anywhere you go in there, they gonna charge lawyer fees. The lawyer's gonna make money, then the court make money. You know what I mean? So they don't really. They just want you to go to court. But like I'm saying, like I think it's kind of a double standard. You know what I mean? When the man is suing, he's a bitch ass motherfucker. You feel me? Like, and all black folks know this. Like when Mary J was married, and she loved that Kimbo, whatever the fuck his name was, married the motherfucker. Then they divorced, and now she got to pay him alimony. Females went out they motherfucking mind. That nigga, I want to get what's it called, but she was the breadwinner. She took care of him. He got used to it, and I do think he was a bitch ass nigga to do that shit. But that's just me. But why is he a bitch ass nigga? When he doing just what somebody he seen the bag. He married Mary. You know what I mean? Mary's not behind closed door. Mary got to check her past too. You know what I mean? She wasn't a virgin when she met the nigga. You feel me? So whatever reason he got with her, they got married. You know what I mean? He was with her for a prolonged time. It didn't work out. She might be one of them motherfucking jealous female, or she thinks she better than him. Nigga, get up. He sleep 4 o'clock in the morning. She throw water on and then get up and wash the motherfucking fork in the motherfucking sink. Like, huh, man? You know what I mean? You never know what type of. I don't want to paint that for y'all. I'm just saying, Mary. I'm not saying you like that, but you might be somebody like that. Then he wanted to divorce you. You was the breadwinner. You gotta pay him alimony and everything. And women went out they mind. That bitch nigga asked for money.
Can we pause for a second, because I want to make sure that we have people to subscribe to the podcast and also comment on what you're speaking on.
For sure.
Please, because this is not just something that we just talking about just to talk about. This is something that's serious. Even though we might laugh and joke, this is something that's serious. So I just wanted to take a pause for that while you were speaking on it.
Thank you. So I want y'all to interject on it. Like, why is it frowned upon for a man to get a bag from a female, to use a female? Like Whitney Houston make money, Madonna make money, Mary J make money, all these women make money. So a young nigga go to the gym, get his body up, blow her motherfucking back out, and then she get caught, and then that nigga like, I don't want that bitch no more, and then he sue for him. Oh, he's a bitch ass nigga, he's a motherfucking loser. He what y'all call nigga? He's a lame. But women do the same thing, and women be like, yeah, girl, get that bag, take that money, take that nigga for everything he got. You know what I mean? But a dude do the same thing. It's a problem. I think it's a double standard. But go ahead. Anybody want to interject on that?
I've had the penis taken. So I'm just saying. So,
oh my God.
So you hear this? Now what happened?
I've had the penis taken. It's been took before. So what I'm saying, because it's too much laughing going on.
I ain't laughing.
I'm just saying, because you cuffing your mouth. I've had the penis taken before. I woke up and the penis was took. So what I'm saying is, and I'm stressing is, would I be wrong if I chase down now because I'm feeling some type of way because we had this conversation, and I'm saying, hey, I want compensation for you taking this big penis?
This is a lot happening here.
Yes, a lot. But I mean, you hey, nowadays you can chase the bag, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know about the descriptions you was kind of descript on the show. You know what I mean? I don't know about the big and all that. I'm sorry. The words that's been said by Kenny on the Big Chuck podcast is not the thoughts and prayers of Big Chuck. I don't know if his penis is big and she took it. I don't know. So do not sue the Big Chuck podcast. And go ahead and finish. That nigga said she took this big penis. I don't know.
The Me Too movement is affecting everybody.
Whatever your name is. Yeah, you too. Because she was like, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you too. Me and Erica ain't got shit to do with it.
Hello?
You know what I mean? We didn't talk about this show before the show started.
You know,
we went straight in. But go ahead.
You know you took it.
Oh, Lord.
He is in his feelings too.
Yeah, go ahead. So you finished with it?
I'm done.
All right.
So what you think about it, Erica? So like he said, leave the big out, the big dick and all that. Leave that out. But if y'all you took it from him back in '98, should he be able to sue you because you up now?
Honestly, unpopular opinion. But I honestly feel like when it comes to adding a bag to that type of assault, I honestly feel like that should be reserved for reverse assault. I really feel like that should be left for men who are sexually assaulted coming out and saying, all right, look, I'm glad that society is starting to wake up and accept that men have a right to say no too, and men can be assaulted too. And I'm not talking about
That's
the ones.
New days.
It happens. What about the man who is in a professional setting and his boss is a woman? This man might make 100 or 200,000 a year. His job could be on the line if he don't lick that cat.
Look, from the 90s.
That don't mean
we already Marcus. We already seen it.
So you know where
but he
I
ain't
was
suing
going.
though.
But
He did that a lot. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, but I feel like
he knocked it down.
if a man came out years later and said,
so Eddie Sewer ass.
yeah, I was abused and I deserve to be compensated because, I've been sitting on that really wondering if it happened to me that way because society said men can't, and in
Sitting
my
on
mind,
what?
Yeah, he was raped.
My bad.
Yeah, I could absolutely support a man coming out and saying, I need the bag for that. Yeah. Okay. Sooner than a woman, but yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a new day. You know what I mean? I'm an older man, and I don't think it should be something that you can't prove. It shouldn't be monetary with it anyway. Like if I go to court and they say I didn't rape you, why do I gotta turn around and pay you $7 million? The court said I didn't rape you.
But like
you know what I'm saying? So that's why I think the world is kind of, you know what I mean? Like Mike, we gonna talk about the 90s. We gonna talk about like all y'all women that love Tupac. He had to register before he died. He was a sex offender. Ladies. Just to let y'all know. And I know you see it got quiet as a motherfucker. Because women love Tupac.
Because we don't like when you say that. You put that in the bad context.
No, he was a sex offender. It's the truth. I'm telling the truth.
How?
Tupac was a sex offender.
Yes.
Mike Tyson was a sex offender.
How?
So tell me,
they went to court. He got found guilty.
Who did Tupac sex offend? Who did he do?
The girl said
he went to jail. Didn't he go to jail?
Okay, I know what she said. But what did the evidence say? Did the evidence say that
he went to jail, didn't he?
That's how Suge got him. He bailed him out. He was in prison in New York.
Open that.
Because you love Pop.
He got convicted.
Because you love Pop.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Because you love Pop.
The nigga is a registered. He's a sex offender. He got convicted
because you like Pop.
It ain't about that.
Oh no,
it ain't about that.
See, that's okay. See, that's how that look. That's what I'm telling you. That's where the bag come in.
Poetic
because you
justice.
got women that don't want to believe it, and I don't think Tupac did it neither.
Me neither.
Just like I don't think Mike Tyson did it.
Wait a minute.
But he got convicted.
But that's not what we talking about. We talking about the validity behind the accusation. I didn't say that he wasn't convicted. That's not the same.
But that's what I said. You
right. I said, but y'all say, I'm saying, you say, well, what about Tupac? I'm like, you're using it in the wrong context.
No, it's the
we
same
talking
thing.
about a person who did it and then.
But what I'm saying, the reason, you know what I mean, when y'all heard Tupac, you got upset. You ain't let me finish it.
We know he ain't do it.
Right,
we know that.
But you ain't let me
finish it. But
finish
he got convicted,
though. Can I finish it, though? This is what I'm saying. He was convicted, but the girl never went and got the bag from him. Is what I'm saying. He was convicted. Everybody knows she was lying, but she didn't turn around and say, I need 50 million. Why? It was a different day and age, is what I'm saying. Mike Tyson, when he got convicted, he went to jail. That girl didn't come back and ask for 50 million. He went to jail.
Of course, it was a different motive, different agenda.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. They was going after him a different. Now it's you make up something, that nigga go to court, beat the charge, but end up paying 50 million. I beat the charge. How it cost me 50? I had to pay lawyers and all this to beat the charge, and then you still gonna cost me 50 million?
But back then, your reputation mattered. So when you tainted a person's reputation, you ain't need the bag because they were already done off their reputation. Now,
no, but you needed the bag though.
No, but
That girl broke as a motherfucker right now. She needed that bad.
But the motivation was inspired by something different. You had already tainted the image by calling him something or him being
It was a different time.
You're right.
It was a different time is what I'm saying. Now where I was trying to lead into, now all a person want is the bag. Like, okay, I'm gonna go on Love and Hip Hop, and they gonna pay me $70,000 for this year. Then they kick you off next year. You ain't got no way making no money. Cause you got the bag. Nigga wanna live for today. They wanna go on, nigga, I got that bag. They got money going up they motherfucker. They took all the money out the bank. That shit going up they shit. The next year, we watching the motherfucker jump. Them niggas can't do no tours. They can't do nothing. Like, well, all right, well, where that money going up your arm this year?
You keep saying it's a different time, but why?
I don't know why.
I'm trying to tell you why. Because it used to matter about a person's reputation.
It still matter about their reputation.
No, it don't.
But it's in the now. It's quick. God. This is what I'm saying. Why would you want to show out if it wasn't for your rep? I'm a man. It's all about rep. Like back in the day, even let's say the big time drug dealers. Everybody that was big time drug dealers had some type of car with BBSs or hammers on it. Everybody. Now, everybody didn't wear jewels. Everybody didn't do it because it was about your rep. Like, nigga,
it seemed like as soon as we said something about Tupac, though.
Yeah, they was hurt about Tupac. But I'm just saying,
I just can't finish what I'm trying to say, so I'm going to wait. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish. I'm sorry.
As I was trying to say, people didn't need the bag because the reputation mattered. You were finished after that. Now we've glorified people because of who they are so much that we don't discredit them when their reputation is tarnished. We knew, we seen the footage of R. Kelly. Nobody gave a fuck. So it didn't matter to just come out and say, okay, that was in the 90s, but just last month R. Kelly violated me. Nobody would have stopped. Nobody cared. So now it's like, okay, the only way to really finish a person, they got to go bankrupt. You have to be able to hit them in their pocket to take them off the map because their reputation alone ain't knocking them out the box. It used to mean something to a person where, as a man, you're not sitting down doing business and rubbing elbows with a man with a certain reputation. Sure. You didn't want to be associated with that. Sure. Now, people like, I'm not messing up my deal because that nigga's a bati boy. I don't give a fuck. Sure. So principles and everything have changed. So yeah, it's a different time, but I think that's why it's a different time because morals and principles have changed. So because morals and principles have changed, now you got to handle everything different, everything out the window. Nobody give a fuck because you just not, you like I said, you freak. Now it's like I gotta sue you every chance I get, so you can't even afford to be on the scene no more. I think that's why people are now motivated to take people for all they got now.
And I think you saying the same thing I'm saying, just in a different way. Like I think it changed because it's for the now. Right. As long as I got money, I'm somebody. They don't give a fuck how you got the money. Long as you got money, and I can show I got money, I can show you I'm popping Cristal, I'm somebody. So now you gotta drive me all the way up. You feel what I'm saying? Like back in the day, like if you did time, if me and him was, all of us was a crew, and then us two got busted and you was still out there making money, I already know when I come home you putting me on. It was unwritten. I ain't had to say nothing. I ain't got to talk to you on the phone, nothing, because soon as I came home, you gonna give me a fresh car and put me on. Here's your pack, or here's this. Now, niggas just be like, free Erica. Free Erica. And then soon as Erica get out, they gonna take pictures with her, and then you gonna follow it. Just like what's Bobby Schmurder. That nigga can't. And that's something else.
I thought you were gonna say Big Meech.
No, I'm just saying, no, Bobby Schmurder. Because Bobby Schmurder, when he went in, he was at the top. He was at the pinnacle. That nigga had a hot song, kept his mouth shut. He could have got out if he'd have just rolled over on these niggas, man, ain't saying nothing. I want to take 7 so everybody can get 7. Yeah. And when he got out, every rapper was there. They gave him chains, all that when he got out. Remember when he first got out? That nigga just had a tour and it flopped.
Yeah.
Where the loyalty, that nigga knew all these motherfuckers. You gave him a chain. Diddy was around him. French Montana was around him. Birdman was around him. All these motherfuckers was around him. Where he at now? He trying to do a tour. Where y'all at now? Y'all forgot that fast? That nigga had murder on it. He could have got out in 2 years. He did 7.
Yeah, he just put that time down.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what it's about the now. They like I take a picture with him. Bobby Schmurder, I gotta keep it real. Take this money. And then he took the money and went and bought jewels to look good because he going to the club. We gonna go to the club. He blew that. If I just gave you 10,000, he gonna blow 5 in the club because he thinking it's coming right back. Cause that's how we did back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, he thought.
If I took you to the club, that's not the money I'm giving to you.
He thought.
Nigga, we in the VIP. Nigga, enjoy yourself. This is paid for. When you after you sober up and you knock something down, you just got out, you know what I mean? Whatever you like now, you know what I mean? We gonna keep that knock that down. Tomorrow when you sober, we gonna come talk about it. I'm gonna put you on this pack. That's what we did. Now, nigga, give him something, shine with the nigga. Oh, I gave the nigga a stack. Nigga, take a picture with him. Then when the nigga struggling, where they at now? Ain't nobody saying free that nigga now. That nigga whole tour just flopped.
Yeah. Well.
Where they at now? So he didn't take the charge and let the folks off. He didn't already do that. Where y'all loyal to him
just
now?
Just like I said, that's the new thing though. It seems like if you got that bag, I'm gonna chase that bag. I'm gonna make sure you pay me for any pain and suffering that I went through or I endured for X amount of years. You're gonna pay me.
But that's what I'm saying. He can't give them nothing. He not the Bobby Schmurder that went in. He had the hottest song in the streets when he went in. He came out. That nigga ain't had a hit since. So he don't benefit niggas. He don't benefit them.
Can we play Bobby Schmurder? That was my shit.
Yeah, I can't play it on here though. I would have to, you know what I mean? Once I learn how to work all this, I'll play some Bobby Schmurder.
I was just asking.
You know what I'm saying? But play it in your head, goddamn it. No homo. You know what I mean?
Goddamn.
But like I said, he went in, the hottest nigga in the streets, came out, the hottest nigga in the streets for like a month or two. Now he can't sell no albums. He don't got another hit. Like out of love, somebody should be like, fuck it, look, I'll step on your shit so you can get this tour. Nigga, you paid your dues for hip hop. Nigga, I paid my dues for hip hop, nigga. Somebody that's hot right now, but like, look, I'm gonna jump on this tour for you, bro. Where that's at? Is what I'm saying.
Ain't gonna do it.
Nowadays, it's about what you can do. Give me the bag. I'll give you $1 million over 30 years, or I can give you 20,000 right now. Nigga gonna take 20,000 right now. 9 out of 10 motherfuckers gonna take the 20,000 right now. Fuck that 30-year shit. I want 20 right now. Ain't gonna blow it.
That's the era we living in.
That's what I'm saying. They gonna blow it.
So that's going into the whole thing with not switching gears, but switching gears with the game.
The game. And that's why I was saying that to lead into it. For y'all that don't know the game, that's another motherfucker that y'all women like. Love, you know what I mean? Tupac in the game, them West Coast niggas. You know what I mean? Girlfriend. Long time girlfriend. Live together. They go on a show. On a show like 2015. On the show to get, so she can become famous, she said he S.A.'d her. Look it up. I don't want to say that because I don't want to get cut off. S.A. Sexual, her. Go to court. She wins $7 million. He does not go to jail. He don't go to the county. He don't got to turn this into a halfway house. That nigga gets no charges. But she wins $7 million because she said he S.A.'d her. He has a house in Calabasas. IRS took that motherfucker, and you still owe me $4 million more. This is from 2015. This was his girlfriend now. She didn't say shit until she went on the show. And on the show, she said he S.A.'d her and got $7 million out of it. Boy, it's a different world, nigga. It's a different motherfucking world. Like game, you be talking that gangster shit, and you know what I mean. Allegedly, me.
Listen,
she wouldn't have made it. She wouldn't have made it to 2025, sir.
Cash, not a check.
She wouldn't have made it to 2025.
Excuse me.
You know what I mean? I'm just talking about the old Big Chuck. 2015 Big Chuck. I just got out in 2014. So just understand that. I just walked out the last time. You know what I mean? Out of the jail system. 2014. What was it? March, May. One of them ends. So 2015, and she getting 7. She just make this shit up. Listen, we wouldn't even be talking about it right now. I'm just letting you know. Allegedly, she wouldn't have made it the 2025.
Well, apparently he had to sell his house.
Sell it. They took it.
Yeah, well, they took it.
You talking about? He ain't sell shit. He not making no money off it.
Right. He had to give her the money from the house.
Exactly, and he still owe $4 million more.
Yeah. So
anything he buy, any show he take, they taking it for.
They taking that.
So now he in debt $4 million. So he can go on tour for the next 2 years and don't make no money.
More like he just gonna just pay it off because he definitely got the money.
I don't know.
Oh, he definitely got 4 M's.
I don't know, because if he had it, they would have took it by now.
Oh, he definitely got 4 M's.
Well, he hiding it. You know what I mean? He got that
he got it.
Knocked in the window shit, because if he reported, they taking it.
He got it. The game got it.
Hopefully he do. But I think that shit is disgusting. You over there rolling your lips, but like that's crazy to me, man. Like,
the game is
what's going on in the
world?
world, man? You know what I mean? And then game, shame on you, my nigga. Shame on you, cause you I
don't understand about this thing about taking advantage of women.
Man,
I don't.
Man, you somebody, you a bag. What you mean taking advantage of? If you ain't smart enough to understand that they try and take advantage of you.
I'm not taking no coochie.
I fucked 6 bitches today.
I'm not taking.
4 of them bitches gonna try to get money out you somehow.
I'm just saying I'm not taking no coochie.
No, I'm not saying taking. What I'm saying, if you a star, you going on the road, you got groupies. Like I said, you done fucked 6 bitches. 4 of the motherfuckers gonna try to say you got them pregnant and try to get money out you.
Yeah, I can go for that.
I need 800 for the killer
but
baby.
Some of these
you
dudes
just gonna give it to
it
because you got the money.
But some of these dudes are actually taking it though, for real. And I don't respect it because I'm just saying to myself,
I don't know if they taking it. You know what I mean? That's just me, because you know what I mean. It's to me it's situations, bro. Like, I got daughters. Like, if my daughter, if a nigga called my daughter at 3:00 and she went to the hotel, I'm be mad at her.
Yeah, you know it's a booty call.
Exactly. So then you go there and then you want to play games. Like, you don't know if that nigga on pills or nothing. Like, why would you put yourself in that situation? Like, yeah, he did take it, but then at the same time, I'm be mad. But at the same time, fuck you, go over there at 3. Ain't nothing good happening to you at 3:00 in the morning.
He surely don't want to just watch.
Exactly. Fuck you, 3:00. He couldn't call you at motherfucking 6 in the afternoon, take you out to dinner first. He called you at 3, so that means everything he tried to get fell through. You the last motherfucker, 3:00. You pick up. Hello. So like I said, it's accountability. Yeah, he took it and he need to get dealt with, and he, you know what I mean. He's a sexual predator, but at the same time, why would you put yourself 3:00? Why you even answer the phone, man? Like, man, call me at a respectable time. It's just what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying across the board. They know they stars. Cause when Game wasn't a star, he was on that motherfucking dumbass show. That nigga had a tongue ring and all that. Hey, the love connection with a tongue ring, and then he turn around and get a motherfucking tattoo on his face. Fuck, nigga with a tongue ring can't get a tattoo on his face. Is all I'm saying. So you want to get your last in, and then we can start right. What you think about the game? Go ahead, go to the break. You got the key? All right, what you think about it? Cause you just sitting there with your lip. Cause I said I'm sorry, ladies, that I brought up Tupac and the Game. I know y'all got sexual fantasies with these two guys, but his mansion is gone, and Tupac did get convicted for rape. Let's go on. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm just curious on. I don't like it. I don't like it. The timing was bad. The setup,
real bad.
It was all bad. I don't like nothing about it, because I feel like if that was his girlfriend, who knows what y'all agreed to do? Who knows what happened?
Shannon Sharpe.
And the fact that, again, there was no physical evidence, no nothing. It's like, okay, why? Wait a minute. You plan to come on here and wait for the camera start rolling to lay the foundation to say, cash me out?
Period.
But you just wanted to, like, I don't know.
And this was 2015. Like I said, and we just talking overlay. Like, ain't none of this, because it all just coming out. So I'm just talking about the stuff that's on the blogs and all that stuff that's going on. So I'm not knocking Game for what he do. I'm not knocking, you know what I mean, Smokey for what he did and all that. I just don't understand, like, nowadays how it could be that easy to ask for that type of money. You understand what I'm saying? That's a lot of money to be asking. Like, you lived in the project your whole life, and then you said somebody SA'd you back in 82 and you want 86 million. Like, damn it. Ask for 100,000. You ain't never seen 100,000. Like, how the fuck do you want 86 million? Where are these prices coming from? You could just say a price. Like, how does it make sense for somebody that never seen 100,000 to ask for 500 million?
Shoot, they said same thing you said. It's inflation, cost of living, the money then ain't the same now.
That's the lawyer. That's not them.
Well,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's the courthouse. Because the lawyer want 20% of 500. He don't want 20% of 100,000. Fuck money is that? 20% of 100,000? No, they still sit for 50 million. So even if they don't settle, we gonna get 20, and I get that, 2 million. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's a setup. When it comes to that. So I think a lot of people are playing that. But women and men, you know what I mean? Y'all men that's in that Diddy trial talking about Diddy motherfucking raped you, nigga. If you walk in the house, if I walk in the motherfucking room, I'm 51 years old. If I walk in the room and I see 52 bottles of motherfucking baby oil, nigga, I'm walking out that room. That's the end of that party. I don't even want to know what's going on in that room. If I see one bottle of baby oil, I'm getting about that junk. What the fuck is baby oil doing in this room that I'm in? I don't know what y'all into, but I ain't never been to a party where it was baby oil in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out. As soon as this ain't my room. Let me find the other room, because this ain't my room. Baby oils and swings and all that. I'm out that bitch, nigga. I am not that inquisitive. Like, what's going on there, nigga? Bust you over the head and then your ass hurt, like you said.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? I'm not that inquisitive. Any lube in a motherfucking room with niggas, and I walk in and there's niggas in it, it might be one girl in there. But if it's one girl and 6 niggas and I see a lube, I'm in the wrong room, cuz I'm out. You know what I mean? That's just me. You know what I mean? And if y'all want to get y'all last words in, you know what I'm saying, and we can wrap this up. You missed the little Diddy thing, but say what y'all need to say about that. Say what y'all got coming up. Say what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? And then next week, we're going to be recording and keep it pushing like that. So somebody want to step up?
Well, you already know your girl Erica, Team Torsilla LLC, better known these days as Coach AT. And yes, in real life, same thing as usual. Anything community related, I'm pretty much into doing it right now. 2-bedroom, 1-bath for rent. Yeah, I know where to find me. Community related and community, not the Diddy community. Not that.
All right, go ahead.
Big Kenny.
I just had to make that clear, because somebody say, nigga, yeah, I'm in that community. I'm in that swinger community.
In the community.
In the community, yes. Okay, all right. So, yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. Community. Not that community, right? Okay, there you go.
Big Kenny, head up, chest out. LLC, look. Still doing my speaking engagements. All I'm saying is, keep your hands to yourself. I've been noticing that I've been doing a lot of intervening on guys putting their hands on females. That's something big that's going on in the community right now. Keep your hands to yourself, man. So, that's all I got for you.
All right, well, y'all know I'm your host, extraordinaire Big Chuck the Landlord, man. Hagerstown tomorrow. We got the comedy show, the kickoff, Mother's Day. You know what I mean? I'm doing it on Friday because I got a lot going on Saturday and Sunday. I got cook prep. We do soul food style for Mother's Day because that's what they like. So I buy whole chickens, cut them up, fry all that, deep fry all that, nigga. And nigga gets his thing going in the kitchen. For real, from scratch, nigga. This ain't no motherfucking bullshit. You know what I mean? So, tomorrow, if you not doing nothing, man, Hagerstown.
Come out.
The Marbury Loft. You know what I'm saying? 22 North Marbury Street, Suite 11. We got a comedy show. Show gonna start around 9. A lot of comedians come out of town, so I say around 9 because, white folks want to. If I say at 9, they can sue me, and I don't got money to pay them niggas back. I need that $15. You know what I'm saying? So, it's around 9. So mothers come out, sons, husbands, bring your wife and them out tomorrow. It's $15 BYOB. We're gonna have food, so you can't beat that. So you know what I mean. You can bring your liquor, wine with you. It's only $15, and you gonna do what you gotta do. You know what I mean. We're gonna record. I'm gonna have this up and going. What we do. Hopefully, I can get Erica and Kenny back next week, and we can keep this going. You know what I'm saying. So thank you for tuning in. With that being said, we are out.